How to lower your blood pressure, celiac disease, autism, schizophrenia, mental retardation, psychosis, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, postpartum depression, autoimmune disorders, a cleft lip, clumsiness, falling, anxiety, depression, paranoia, rage, anger, balance issues. The list goes on. Heart attack, stroke. This is one of the most important books that I think I have ever read when it comes to health and wellness. I have been doing a series here called How I Lowered My Husband's Blood Pressure, and this book should be a New York Times bestseller. Could it be B12? This is the pediatric edition. I didn't even know there was an adult edition. You guys, something that he explains in this book is that if you do not have enough B12, for one, you can have high homocysteine levels, and this lowers the production of nitric oxide. So here in one of the videos, I have a video telling you how to increase nitric oxide by way of beet juice, by way of garlic, looking for any sort of foods that increase nitric oxide so that you can lower the blood pressure. Yes, that is still correct. However, this author explains that when you do not have enough B12, that is why your body has low nitric oxide. So how do we fix it? Organ meats. I know that I sound like a broken record, but I just really need you guys to understand that organ meats are a crucial part of longevity. Many people in the vegan vegetarian spaces will tell you that there is B12 in plants. Again, I'm not a scientist. I cannot prove that, but many people also have the genetic mutation MTHFR. If you are a mother and your child has sickle cell disease, if you have sickle cell disease, you need to have your primary care physician test you for the MTHFR genetic mutation. You need to not have your child on folic acid. I was on folic acid for many years. It caused severe anxiety and depression because if you have genetic mutation MTHFR, folic acid is toxic to your body. You also have a methylation issue. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds. Another thing, mothers who are pregnant and mothers who have given birth, if you have severe postpartum depression and you're having thoughts of harming yourself or harming your baby, this is most likely a B12 deficiency. Like, this man has a whole thick book. I'm already halfway through it and I'm just like screaming as I'm reading it because I'm like, why is this information not out into the public? Obviously, I know that there are many mothers out there. I have listened to many lectures and many arguments about how we are treated, the things that we get in our body through the medical field. I'm trying to not get this video taken down. And many women have said that they feel that their child got autism after they had said medications. So one of the things that this author discusses is that if you have a B12 deficiency, a child can begin to regress at 7 or 8 months. It can even show up in your child's teen years. Severe B12 deficiency. You can feel pins and needles in your hands and feet. Your child might say, oh, they feel weird. They cannot focus. You can't focus. You're having weird thoughts. When you have severe B12 deficiency, calcium sticks in places in the body that it should not be sticking. Hence, heart attack, stroke, arteriosclerosis. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. So B12 deficiency can literally lead to catastrophic events. I beg you guys, I've read a lot of health books, and I think this is probably one of the most important. Please, I beg you, postpartum depression. Somebody just commented on one of my videos, they had a vitamin D deficiency, a B12 deficiency. This was also me. A lot of doctors do not test for vitamin D and vitamin B12 deficiency. When I was hospitalized at my worst, when I was having panic attacks and didn't know what was wrong with me and I thought I was literally losing my mind, do you know what the medical providers told me? They told me, oh, you just have a sad brain. Sometimes you just have depressive episodes. Sometimes it just happens. I know I'm making it sound very simplistic to say that we can solve the mental health crisis by eating organ meats, but we can literally start to solve the mental health crisis by teaching people freaking nutrition. Please get this book. If you know a pregnant lady, if you know anybody who's postpartum, maybe they're not talking about the thoughts that they're having. I had some really dark thoughts. I thought I was literally a crazy person, some of the thoughts that were going through my head. This is a B12 deficiency. SSRIs are not the answer. Food is the answer. Food is medicine, and medicine is food. It always has been, and it always will be.